Between the Lakes with Mike and Yvonne.
For those who have not seen us before, we have a holiday home in Torrevieja, Costa Blanca, Spain, and we spend as much time as we can there, although at the moment it's only 90 days and 180, unlike what we give everybody else, which is 180 and 360. But more about that in a later episode.
We talk about the places we visit, mostly on our e-bikes, and our channel name relates to the places between the two Great Salt Lakes in Torrevieja.
Today is the 10th of February and we apologise for the rather long break in our episodes.
We have both suffered with the dreaded COVID before and after Christmas. I've had it twice and Mike had a nasty bout of it in January. This time it ran through our whole family after our daughter's 30th birthday celebration. So this severely disrupted our flow.
But we did manage to get out our Christmas bloopers episode, and if you missed it, there's a link to it here and in the description below.
When we came home last time, the journey from Torrevieja back to Cleckheaton wasn't as straightforward as normal.
Our flight was cancelled by Ryanair. They weren't flying back to Leeds Bradford after October, so we had to rebook to Manchester Airport and then get a train.
Two trains. And a taxi.
To Cleckheaton in West Yorkshire.
This journey resulted in my first bout of COVID.
I got away with it, but my suffering was to come a few weeks later. On the good side, I've lost half a stone.
So let's have a look back at that day in November. We had an early flight from Alicante, so we had to catch the first bus from Torrevieja Bus Station at 7 a.m, which meant we had to set off at 5:30 to be sure we got there in time. Hey, wake up!
The weather had been fine right up until the early hours of the morning, but then it poured down, well, I'd have called it something else actually, for the entire 2-mile walk in the dark to the bus station.
But we had bin liners on our cases, didn't we?
We had bin liners to keep them dry.
So it helped a bit.
And were they dry when we got there?
No.
We're on our way. Yeah, and we've just walked the 2.5 miles to the bus station. So we're sat at the bus station now, we've just had a coffee and a brandy, just to warm,
There's the brandies.
wet the whistle.
There's the
Yeah, there's the brandies. So we're on our way to Alicante Airport. I've just got the tickets, €7 each. And we'll see you in the airport. But for now, adios.
Yeah.
Here we are at the airport. We've gone through the security checks. No sign of anybody asking us about the COVID system.
Not yet.
Not yet. We've got the locator phones on our phones, in our wallets, so I can't see any problem, can you? And we've booked our test.
Our booster.
And we booked our booster jab as well.
Boosters as well.
We're having that on Sunday.
Everything's gone fine so far.
Yeah, it has gone very well. I'm a bit tired. We've been up since 4:30. And we had to walk the 2.5 miles, as you saw earlier on. And had a nice brandy and coffee though, didn't we? That cafe. That was lovely. A nice pick-me-up. Or throw me down, I'm not sure which. Hey!
Relaxed us a bit.
Can't beat a brandy and a coffee, can you?
7 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, can't beat a brandy at 7 in the morning, can you? The bus were quite full actually, weren't it? They were, I would say 3/4 full. We couldn't have got the 9 o'clock one because that's just setting off now when apparently we've got to go through the security by 9:05 according to our boarding pass.
Well, it would have been cutting it a bit fine, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we wouldn't have got here till 10 though, would we?
No.
I don't think we'd have made it because they'd be boarding at 10:30. So we had no choice but to get the early bus, and the early bus we got. What time is it now? It's 9 o'clock now.
It's still raining.
Still raining.
It's very murky out there.
And we're at gate B. We're going to be going to gate B because that's where I think that's where the third country planes take off, or some of them do, because of the passport control that they've got on the gates.
It's just nice to have that stamp that you can see.
Yeah, we got a stamp when we came in. So we'll see how it goes. And there's probably about another hour before we board. Another hour and a bit. So we'll just sit and wait here and see which gate opens for us. We've come through the B gate into B23. There's a new app from Ryanair that tells you a little bit earlier than everybody else which gate you're going from. and it's going from B23, but there's nobody here. So perhaps we're the first to know, I don't know. But it is on the app. It tells you which gate immediately, so... Anyway, the point is, we're going to mention about the passports. So we went through B, and we know that if you go through B, you can have your passport stamped, and we did get our passport stamped. There it is, look, stamped, stamped, stamped. Yeah.
In and out.
In and out. That's what you want. Make sure you do get your passport stamped. And if you don't get your passport stamped, make sure you keep your boarding passes. Aircraft's just come in now, look. That could be ours. 9:36.
We should go sit over there.
I think we should sit over there. So we'll go and move over there, and
see you in a bit.
So we'll see you later. So yeah, we had our passport stamped as you saw before, and then just before we got on the plane we were in the queue. One of the Ryanair guys came around and he checked our passenger locator forms. So he looked at our scans, and he also looked at our COVID passes, and then he gave us a little ticket saying we were okay after he checked them. And he checked everybody in the queue before they got on the plane to make sure that they'd got the passenger locator forms and the COVID passes. So just to let you know that they do that at Alicante, or they did it with us anyway. We can only say what happened to us, and then when we get back to Manchester, they'll probably have a good look at the forms. Hello, we're back again. We're back again.
It's us again.
It's us again.
We're here. Keep popping up, don't we?
Trains, planes and automobiles.
Yeah, should we go on a
Today.
boat next? Just to do the lot.
No, we're not going to go on a boat.
A goat?
A boat?
Oh.
That's the only thing we're not going to go on today.
That way?
We're not going on a boat.
Right, okay.
We're going to train, a plane and an automobile.
Okay.
But we're not going on a boat.
And then we might end up going in a taxi as well.
And well, that's an automobile. Have you seen the film? Trains, planes and automobiles. Yeah. What's it about?
Trains.
Planes.
And automobiles.
The point is, we just come out of the airport and they didn't check our passenger locator form. There was a notice saying that they checked them periodically, or what's the word?
Random checks.
Randomly. So you still got to do it, but they actually spent more time checking them at Alicante than they did in the UK. So anyway, that's the situation, and we're just at the airport train station now. Because our plane was cancelled in November for Leeds Bradford, we've flown into Manchester. So we've got to go to Manchester, Victoria, to get the Huddersfield train.
Yeah, but where's this taking us to?
Manchester, Victoria.
Is that your camera or the train?
second train, aren't we now?
Second train, section 2.
Second train. Where have we come from now?
Manchester, Victoria.
And we're going to...
Low Moor.
Going on the Leeds line. Leeds.
You've got to get off at Low Moor.
Going through Todmorden, Ebden Bridge, Mythen Royd, Halifax, and Low Moor's after Halifax. And then the last leg of our journey will be a taxi.
You're not going to walk?
No. I can't walk because it's too far.
How far is it?
I think it's about, well, it's about, I'd say about 4 miles on the road. I don't fancy walking 4 miles.
So it's further than what we did this morning?
Oh yeah, I think so. And we set off this morning. Well, we got up at 4:30. So it's been a bit of a long day. I'm looking forward to getting back to our tiny, tiny little house.
It'll seem big now outside of us up tiny, tiny.
Yeah, well, yeah. The rules have now changed, but at that time we had to pay for and carry out the day 2 test. We both did the test and we were both negative. This was on the Friday. We flew back on the Thursday.
While we were away, we booked our booster jabs for the Sunday afternoon in Cleckheaton. Then later on that night, we were both pinged.
I thought, what a funny smell.
Pinged, not ponged.
Okay.
To say that we'd been in contact with somebody who was COVID positive.
And that must have been on the plane on the way back because that's the only place where anybody knew where we were. All was well until the following Tuesday when Yvonne tested positive.
Luckily, I wasn't too bad, but I still obviously had to isolate for 10 days.
And did you?
I did, yeah.
Were you good?
I was good.
You didn't go to any parties?
No.
Like Boris?
Dancing on the ceiling.
No, I didn't. And where were you?
Oh, I left you in bed looking after yourself.
Yeah.
I nipped out maybe.
And where did you go?
And I had a pint down with a spoon.
Oh, aye. And I thought you were asleep in kid's bed.
Oh, what? When I got back.
Yeah, okay.
I feel bad now.
Well, it's all in the past.
We got through it, didn't we?
Yeah.
We got through the trauma.
Yeah.
And we recovered in time for Christmas.
Yay!
Didn't we?
Christmas!
Woo! Who's having prawn cocktail?
You and me,
Yeah.
Steph and Jenny, Charlie and Lee.
Charlie's having a prawn cocktail.
Yeah.
Oh.
And everybody else is having
Soup.
plain tomato soup.
Well, let's look at the soup. Is it red? Oh, it's sort of orange, isn't it?
Orange.
Let's look at that. I'll back up. I'm backing up.
Backing up. Careful.
Oh, there it is.
I'll go around.
They're going long way around.
Do we need any on the table? Does anybody want any more gravy?
It might be a good idea. On the table. Oh, they're all in here, look, they're all in here.
Shall I leave this? I'll leave this on the table then. If anybody wants any more.
Give us a wave. Charlie, give us a wave.
Hello.
Ava, give us a wave.
I'm hungry.
Maria, give us a
I'm
wave.
eating very hungry.
I'm getting hungry now.
Oh, that was lovely. We had a great day, didn't we?
Yeah, fantastic. And we all got in our tiny, tiny little house in Cleckheaton, didn't we?
We did, and you enjoyed cutting up that turkey, didn't you?
I did. Whoa,
Well,
fantastic.
that's about it.
Woo!
Thanks for watching and staying with us.
In the next episode, we want to talk about the 90-day rule, which has been a big talking point since Brexit. So if you want more information on that, be sure to watch the next episode.
So thanks as always to our subscribers. Thank you for your support, watching, liking, sharing and buying us a coffee.
Yeah.
It really does keep us going, motivates us and inspires us.
Sure does. On that note, it's time to wrap the video up. So it's a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, a thumbs down if you haven't enjoyed the video. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And don't forget to hit that notification bell.
3, 2, 1.
Bing! Adios.